Hey everyone, this is Green Laser 73 with the final video of Slay by Comet Season 7. We are going to watch the Garbage Silent go up against the Heart here, and I will be playing the alternate timeline since that's kind of what the instructions were for. Of course, what that means, as you're seeing here, is we're going to drink the power potion earlier in the turn than we did the first time around. Which saves us a tiny little bit of health, which makes a huge difference later on. I also need to remember here to drink the dexterity potion in line with how it was. Funny enough, it's very easy to forget to do that, and that would lead to death later on if I don't catch it. So I am very grateful that I never messed up that bad over the course of this fight, which I think we're like 3 weeks into it, something like that. And just incredible twists and turns every step of the way. So that's the first turn in the bag. A huge shout out to everyone who's participated in Slay by Comet. Whether you wrote lines or you voted or you just purely lurked, it's been so cool to get to know everyone, to hang out and discuss the right choice every day, and it's been an absolute joy. Shout out as well to Megacrit for making a game that can actually stand up to 24 hours of scrutiny for every single decision. I honestly cannot think of a single other game in any genre where playing this way would be remotely interesting, let alone as fascinating and fun as it has been here. So they did an amazing job. And hey, Megacrit, if you can patch this save in the next 5 minutes to give us the cards that we need at the end, that'd be awesome. So I'm just going to assume that's what's going to happen now, leading us to a even better result. Get and draw off the expertise here. And I think this was the first turn where we were earnestly afraid of dying. If we didn't pull leg sweep there at the end, we would have just been hosed. So first brush with death, first place where we needed the cards to turn up right, or we were simply gone, and we made it through. And that will happen more and more frequently as we go forward in the fight. And it's kind of crazy how we got what we needed every single time. Spoilers, I guess, except for that final draw, literally the final draw, taking us down to 1 HP on the heart. We discard strike here. And discard the other strike here. Waiting with bated breath for Slay the Spire 2 to come out. We'll see what the grind to get the highest ascension level and all the cards unlocked looks like. Probably one of my least favorite trends in roguelikes these days is the extensive unlock grind. I'm playing Monster Train 2, and I put many hours into it, but I feel like I'm still playing the tutorial effectively because it takes so long to unlock everything. And so it's like, okay, well, the strategies that I'm using and the approaches that are working for me now may not be the right ones once everything is unlocked. So why, am I really learning, or am I just, riding with training wheels? Oh, if you got a kid, use a balance bike, not training wheels. They're way better. But I digress. We got Piercing Wail being amazing and showing up when it needs to, when we might need it, even if we don't actually need it in the moment. But it essentially was the opposite of Calculated Gamble. Doing its job, being there when we needed it. And here is the big divergence. So based on that 2 HP that we saved earlier in the run, normally we would have to finish out this line with a second defend, but because of the health we saved, we can use Dagger Throw. which is going to put us a draw ahead and open up several options for us, as we'll see in a second. So we are now officially deep into alternate timeline territory. So now we can play just the defend instead of the leg sweep, which gives us another point of energy at the end of this turn. So many starter cards. All the starter cards, I think. Literally all the starter cards. Thank you, Piercing Whale, for your service. It was there when we needed it, but because of that extra energy, we get to use Heel Hook and Quick Slash. So we are now 2 attacks and 3 draw effectively ahead of where we were the first time through, which has us feeling way different about our odds here. We always have to open up now with block, because even at 2 HP, now that the heart has been buffed, a single beat of death without block will kill us. So we clear out our shivs. I think about this turn a lot, actually, because we got to this point and said drawing 2 off of expertise is probably enough. And it certainly seems to play out, because we got the dagger throw, we got the reflex, and that puts us ahead. But I wonder if there's a world where choosing to take another card off of the expertise there would have changed our result. Who's to say? Not me. I can ask those questions, but I am nowhere near smart enough to actually give an answer for it. Okay, so here, if I remember correctly, we go to the dagger throw first, not the heel hook. Then we heel hook and use the prepared. We discard survivor and the rightmost defend. Very important, that. And then I believe it is defend, dash, broken dagger, into shivs, ending with eviscerate. You have to remember, at this point in the combat, I've really only, played through these moves 2 or 3 times because of the repeats. So we're into uncharted territory here. Okay, need to start with the leg sweep, and this was the moment. This was the quick slash that needed to deliver us to a calculated gamble, and sadly it did not. And that right there was the final death knell for the run, as we were able to play all of our attacks, well, almost all of our attacks. I wish we could play all of them. Sucker Punch, Crocs, nunchucks. We can play 2 strikes, but just barely. Can't get that last one down. Oh, and you see it there. 53 poison on the heart with 54 health left, and we are out of energy. So 1 energy shy, 1 attack shy, 1 HP shy. However you slice it, that ends the possibility of us taking the garbage silent over the line. Now, the final instruction said to get to this point, and then the top voted comment is how we should proceed. And the top voted comment under that was free green laser. Which notably does not say I should hit end turn. So we can just sit here and stare at this for a little bit. But of course it did not say free green laser adjourn, which implies that we end the turn. So with that, thank you everyone. This has been, man, just such a joy. This season, all the seasons before it, for several years now. But thank you for playing along, and I will see you in Slay by Comment 2. Until then.